Hey, yo, what's going on with it once again, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and fangirls, otakus, and kikimoris out there, Nintendo Sony for 2011 here, aka Manny Wolverine. You guys in Wrestling Jewels and Usher Swords Day. Anyways, I was originally going to do a video, and this is going to be probably only a separate video on its own. Some very big-ass fucking drama news right here. Holy shit on a stick, my friends. This is some pretty wild stuff. One of the freaking console adamant people out here is while Twitch announces safety advisory council members immediately deal with harassment. This comes from Stephen Archer. I'll leave the link to the video in the description box below if you want to check it out yourself. This one named Deer. Oh my god. I saw the freaking clip on this thing. I'm just going to play it really quick. This is some sick, wild shit. No offense to the LGBTQ community or any of that stuff. I know you guys aren't the victims, but listen to this. Oh my lord. I saw this back in 05, 06 years ago. This is like on Newgrounds. This is like a fake wannabe hentai sort of. This is what this person's doing. Literally, no offense to any of you guys. This is sick, bro. Oh, sweet God. Oh my God. I'll leave the Twitch clip thing in the links below. I'm going to leave that for a separate video. Oh my God. This was a freaking huge ass bombshell here, bro. I'm just going to read the first clip. On Thursday, Twitch Safety Advisory Council was featuring a professional alongside a selection of streamers, and one of the members is saying that she was receiving waves of harassment. But I'm gonna leave that in the links down below. I heard it from the quartering. I know he's a real little bit of a controversial character, but he's a funny dude. He knows his shit way better than anyone else when it comes to like the spiciness of his fucking videos. But anyways, links to the description box down below if you want to check it out yourself. I'm probably gonna do a completely separate, different video on that. That was a little bit fucking disturbing, to say the least. That's a very huge understatement. It was extremely unsettling, in my personal opinion. You know, granted, no offense against furries or any of that too. I was real big in the fur community as well back in middle school, high school back then. Oh God, so many years ago, man. It's a decade ago. Really, it's been a decade. It's 11, 12 years ago. Anyways, this comes from Sam Barker. He's got some anime manga news about Sony possibly buying out Crunchyroll and Funimation, possibly. So grain of salt. So take it with a big ass grain of salt. PS5 reveal spotlight. A lot of games statement of play follow in August. Update. Games Beat reporter Jeff Grubb has added his speculation on the 4th of June. On June 4th, 2020, she should read that, revealed the event. I found this on Twitter, by the way. Suggests that a state of play will be following August. Some pretty heavy shit. Beautiful stuff. Positive news. According to the scribe, next month's live stream will be a hefty next-gen showcase. And the August state of play were previously broadcasted now, but with the PS5 games. It all makes sense. Of course, Sony will have a lot to talk about in the next-gen systems and will be strange for its launch, including its launch titles that rumor, including Demon's Souls remake, only to get one showing. Grubbs adds that he plans to get himself all written into the story on Monday, so we should hopefully find out more insight next week. Original story. I'm not sure if I'm going to read the whole thing. I probably will. It's usually a real quick thing. Oh, good. Thanks, sweet baby. RCS Jesus. Anyways. Original story. Sony is going to have a lot of pressure on his shoulders when it eventually does the reveal for the PS5 in full, but the platformers hold their general reluctantly to reveal anything over its past few years have been quietly driven expectations. It has been over 2 years since its announcement of a major title in its first-party studios. That means that fans are anticipating a huge slate of the next-gen software. Fortunately, it sounds like that's exactly what we got into in stores. GamesBeat reporter Jeff Grubb has been hitting that the Japanese giant targeting 4th of June event. He has stressed that the alcohol drink, there we go, could have an organization's plans. Since then, he has been sharing a cryptic schedule on social media, which is accurately pointed to the announcement of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 this week. That's already official now. It's not a rumor anymore. For the purported Sony event, he's teasing a state of play, which is a pun based on the Japanese giant Nintendo Direct-esque broadcast. One fan, however, took issue to the word slates, to which Grubb responded, should be an entire slate of games. A lot, unquote. He stopped short to clarify exactly what he knows, but did stress that he is not under embargo and is sharing what he's been told by sources, quote unquote. Also, he's not under NDA or contract or deal or signed agreements and all that. It's not. So yes, there will be games announced for the platform's holder next-gen showcase. It's not a bunch of shit situation, really it isn't. However, Microsoft's Curious Inside box, that is perhaps a timely reminder that Sony intended to reveal its hand in one fell swoop. I can have confirmation, we just need confirmation, that the organization of the broadcast is actually going it, but because it remains rumors and speculations for the time being. Anyways, overall thoughts, views, and opinions, newer update stuff. This is going to be a Demon Souls review. I never even heard the original one. That must have been from way back in the early mid-90s. I was still like a 90s baby and a kid at the same time. I don't know. There's a lot of like very cryptic secrecy stuff when it comes to any other updates with the PS5. It might be a PS5 Pro. Who knows? Or maybe Super Pro or DualSense Pro. I don't know. You can call it a million different type of things. Unless it's like a patent, it's not 100% official. But if it ends up being legit and confirmed, don't be surprised a lot of YouTube videos get taken down. But this one was really cool. It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. This comes from John F. Trent. Report: AT&T discussed selling Crunchyroll to Sony, Funimation's parent company. I didn't even know AT&T, they own Crunchyroll? Okay, I didn't even read that before. Okay, that's some pretty interesting, fascinating news. A report from earlier in May details that Crunchyroll's parent company AT&T is decision to sell anime streaming compared to Sony, the parent company of rival anime stream services Funimation. The reporter of the information details that AT&T's Warner Media has discussions about selling Crunchyroll. Says, quote, they speculate a reason for possibly selling the companies might have been to reduce debt. The company has been under pressure from shareholder Elliott Management to reduce their debt over the past year, but reportedly to cut a deal with Elliott Management back in October, from last year. YouTuber Clownfish TV detailed reports to indicate one of the most possible buyers would have been Sony. Yeah, I already know who Clownfish TV is. They're funny ass freaking dude and chick. A little bit older than mine, but and then they talk about a lot of the same stuff that Hero Hay and the Quartering, the Yellow Flash, and It's a Gundam talk about. Links down below if you want to check any of their videos out. Maybe, if I remember to put it there. However, this information does not note that the current alcohol drink pandemic may have slowed down their sales and efforts, that no active negotiations to sell Crunchyroll were currently in place. Okay. They have also believed that plans to sell their company might have charged with Warner Media's new CEO, Jason Kilar, if you say that, stepping down into their role. Kilar previously worked at Hulu, and the information's report insinuates that the anime was a key pillar at Hulu, one that Kilar hopes to replicate Warner Media's upcoming new streaming service, HBO Max. I heard about this last week, HBO Max. Just too lazy to talk and discuss and put my thoughts, views, and opinions on it, but we'll get to it in 2-3 more minutes, we'll see. HBO's Max and Crunchyroll recently announced a number of animes available on Crunchyroll will also be available on HBO Max when the streaming services launches later this month. Some of those anime include the widely popular Fullmetal Alchemist. It's not the Brotherhood version, or the original one. The original one was still good, don't get me wrong. Alongside Fullmetal Alchemist, 16 other anime titles will be available on streaming services. Among those 17 titles, including Crunchyroll's Inspectory, hopefully I'm saying that right. This is going to be a lot of services, you could tell up there. Anyways, Crunchyroll's real sexy fan service, and I'm okay with that. Crunchyroll also promises that they will, quote, curate additional top anime titles for HBO Max each quarter, cultivating the fresh offerings and the appeal to the new existing anime fans, including Hunter x Hunter, Death Note coming to the stream. I haven't watched Death Note in almost 11 years. That was a real underrated anime in my opinion. It's real good though. For the launch, HBO Max Chief Content Officer Kevin Riley has also praised the anime, quote, anime is a celebrated diverse art form with rich culture rooted in imaginary worlds and vibrant characters. Crunchyroll has centralized these fantastic adventures to everyone to enjoy, unquote. Not only are they going to receive anime from the Crunchyroll, but HBO Max will also feature Studio Ghibli movies, including Princess Mononoke and Spirited Away. I heard that Spirited Away was coming there, but Princess Mononoke, that brings nostalgic tears in a positive, beautiful way. Every time I hear his music, it hits my soul in a beautiful, positive way. I just start crying when I hear that beautiful Japanese anime music. Clownfish TV's Keon speculates that Crunchyroll will be phased out and wholly part of HBO Max. So it's this quote: "We are starting to get a bigger picture of what's going on here." So it might be like the new CEO realizes that Hulu does do really well with anime. He might be like, "Stop it, stop it. We're not going to sell it off. We might just fold into an anime into HBO Max." What do you think of this report? What do you think of Crunchyroll's the future holds for Crunchyroll? It might not exist anymore. The He Matrix, she might not be alive anymore. The mascot, I mean, she wasn't alive in the first place, but we're not going to see this cute, adorable freaking little girl like He Man. Oh man, I'm going to miss this mascot a lot. I used to like watching a bunch of Twitter fan art on her and Instagram. That's going to stake me as like spiritually, emotionally. It's going to hit me really hard not seeing this thing anymore because it'll bring me so many laughs after I came back from work a couple times here and there. So it's going to be sad to see this thing go if HBO Max like completely consumes and like takes over Crunchyroll. And then AT&T sells Crunchyroll, they could do whatever they want with that service. They could completely X out the excommunicado, like a mascot, because unfortunately over here in the United States and Canada, like it's not a really big thing for mascots unless it has something to do with either cereal or football or basketball. Other than that, if it has to do with anime, it doesn't really sell that well over here. Sad and heartbreaking as that is. Not like in Japan or China or Korea or any of those places. It's a lot more bigger over there because the cultural differences are a little bit more like complete opposite compared to over here in the West in the United States. Kind of sucks. I wish there were anime mascots out here. It fucking sucks ass that they don't exist. I wish they did. Anyways, that's all I gotta say for now. I'm out here. The closest we'll ever get to that maybe is either Hawaii or Los Angeles or something. That's it. That's it. Peace out. Links to description box down below to all three of the articles, and I'm done. Peace out once again, ladies and gentlemen, fanboys and fangirls and Takazuki boys out there. I'll say have a good night wherever you're at in the universe out there. So more future content, including reaction videos. And of course, as always, video gaming industry news, anime manga news, internet news, and that wraps up the video. Take it easy. Peace out, my sucker out. Later's and goodbye. I'll see people on the flip side. Take it easy. I'm gone. Use a crap load of hand sanitizer. And hopefully I'll get to see you in the next future vlog and future discussion I get with you next time. Take it easy. I'm gone. Deuces. See ya. And I'll talk to you soon. Later.